Welcome to the channel, guys. Today we're going to do a review of the PERGOLUX S3 wall-mounted pergola. This pergola is a wall-mounted pergola. It's come with like optional extra glass at the front, and we've got the two blinds at the sides. And as you can see, it's wall-mounted to the house. The pergola is really great. It's really versatile. It's like an extra room to your house. This is the 3x3 meter pergola. It's great for in the summer because you can open it up, so it's like an open room. Or it's great in the winter because it adds like an extra room for your house as a fraction of the cost of an extension or a conservatory. So, like I said, we've got the extra glass at the front, and these open up as so. And then this is like an extra room then. So we've also got the additional extra, the heater. And we've also got the LED light switch go all the way around. Like I said, we've got the windproof and rainproof sides. These are an additional to the pagoda. The basic pagoda just comes with the two beams and the roof, which obviously opens. We went for the manual option. You can get automatic options.
So opening the roof is easy. You just use this mechanism here, and you just twist, and the roof opens. You can have the roof open to any angle really. You can open it fully up. You can open the sky completely up. Or you can even go to the sides to a certain degree as well, like so. But I like to keep it in the middle by here. I also bought this thing just to store it on the wall from B&Q. I'll put a link in the description.
So we also ordered the LEDs, which comes with this remote control. So this controls the LEDs in different, I think it's 8 different colours. You can change the intensity. I'll show a video later at night of this. The controller also controls the heater up here. So what a warm day like today, it's really nice and warm in here, but as soon as you open the roof up or open the blinds up, it really cools down in here. So if I just show you how the blind works, you just press the two buttons down here, and then you can have it to this level, or we can go up another notch and have it at this particular level. We can press it again to this level, or you can have it go fully up. So, and it's the same for this blind down here. So if I just two buttons down here, pull them in, and keep your fingers on, they go straight and slide all the way back up. And with the glass as well, you can fully open this glass up. If I just show you. So it slides on a rail down here. And now the pagoda is fully open. And you can see the sky above. It's really good investment. And like you said, you can open it up, so it's like for a lovely day like today. You could have the sun and the wind in, and if you want to then stop the wind coming in, you can just, like I said, pull down the blinds or close the windows. Now I do recommend this glass. It's the top rated glass. Like I said, for a winter's day or a summer's day, this PERGOLUX pagoda is first class and an outstanding product. It really looks great once it's installed. The good thing about this pagoda, I think it's about the only one on the market where you can link the blind to the wall. So you screw this into the wall, and I think it's, like I said, it's the only one on the market which has this feature. All the other wall-mounted pagodas, you can't put the blind against the wall. And like I said, we went for the wall-mounted one just so it was integrated to the house. You can get the freestanding PERGOLUX pagodas, and there's different models. This is the more basic model. So these are the LED lights, which optional extras, which are the pagoda. As you can see, we've got white on at the moment. You can change the colour, just to red, to green, blue to light blue to pink to yellow. Or you can have them all flashing together like a disco. All these, like I said, are controlled by this controller here. Also to increase the intensity of the lights, this is going slightly more brighter. It does go very bright. So I'm not sure the camera's picking this up. It does go a lot brighter. So this is at their highest intensity. So let's go 360 all the way around the pergola. This is with the lights off, and this is with the lights on. Like I said, the lights, all my patio furniture are below, and it's 11 o'clock at night now. I've also got Gove lights out on my patio. These are neon lights. So I've got them going on my patio. There's also a link in my description of where to buy these. These are very good lights. You can program them up. They've got loads and loads of settings. Now let's talk about how the installation went. I will admit the installation of the wall-mounted pagoda was a little bit tricky in some circumstances, especially getting this beam to be level across the wall, because my wall was going out, so my builder initially messed this up. So in the end, I ended up doing this for myself and redoing it again because I wasn't happy with the way it was all leveled out. So it is recommended. I recommend if you go for the wall-mounted pagoda to get PERGOLUX themselves, because they're the experts and they'll be used to how to do this. Because it did take me quite a long time to do because of this wall. The rest of the pagoda was very easy to put together. The roof was easy to do. The beams were really easy to do. Yeah. So some of the issues I had with the installation. The blind itself is a little bit tricky to. The instructions of the PERGOLUX videos are not, and instructions are not very forthcoming about how you actually clip this into the beam above the blind. It definitely takes two of you, and it just pops in. You have to screw it in as you're holding it. You'll definitely need two people to take it. It is heavy. It's also quite difficult to get these to install. You would definitely need two people to make sure this level, and you have to screw this. There's two screws which are behind this bit, which sit behind you. Obviously, to get them in to go into the brick is quite difficult as well, if you're not used to doing this sort of type of thing. So I do recommend using the PERGOLUX installer if you're using the wall-mounted PERGOLUX. If you're using the standard, I think it'd be straightforward, really straightforward to do. Within the descriptions, there's some codes for some money off if you're ever interested in buying a similar pagoda from PERGOLUX. Other issues I had with this was some of the screws are quite difficult, and because the aluminium screws are quite weak and they do tend to sort of cross-thread quite easily, so make sure you have some spares, or maybe even buy some from Amazon, which I found were a little bit better quality. But saying that, the support from PERGOLUX is outstanding. It's the best support I've ever had, and I think it's no trouble. If you have any issues with them, they're straight on, or if you have any issues with any of the sort of parts, they will send you new ones out. Yeah, I can't recommend them enough. Now, the other thing I need to say is your patio needs to be completely level. If it's not, this will be you're not going to be able to have the glass going up the sides, because it needs to be completely level. And I believe PERGOLUX now, they do like a wooden panel, and that also needs to be completely level. Even though this patio does look level, when you measure it, it's out about 4 centimeters. So I informed my builder I needed a completely level patio, and he didn't actually do it, which made this a little more tricky to do, the pagoda, because the patio was slightly out, even though it looks perfectly level. So I do recommend you double check that your patio is level if you want the glass sides or the new wooden slats. If you want the blinds, that's no problem, they will still install fine. Also, when installing the LED Beamer Pure, make sure you take the retaining clips out as soon as you install the pagoda and the beams and stuff, because they're very tricky to get out afterwards. This is another thing which sort of threw me a little bit, was actually drilling into this porcelain patio, which was, I read lots of videos saying it was very difficult, but in the end it was very easy to do as long as you got diamond drill bits. And I ordered these bolts, fitted in the hole with the resin, for a roll box. I'll put links in the description. Then you have to quickly get these bolts in before it sets, because it sets within a couple of 3 minutes. A good tip is to put the resin into the freezer or the fridge for a couple of hours to keep it cool, and then that makes it easier to put the resin into the patio. So you can see it's 3 bolts which keep this in, and it's very solid. You can just see a little bit of the resin did sort of come out at the side here, and it's like concrete, it's solid, and it isn't going anywhere. And the same for over here as well. You can't see the residue, but a little bit did sort of pop out around the side. But here again, the resin, but it's like concrete, it's just not going anywhere. Another thing I found difficult to find any information about is how you actually install the bottom of this into the slabs, to the porcelain slabs. So I found like tiny little screws, because these holes are very small. I didn't bother doing this screw because it felt really strong, but I obviously drilled into the patio again, and I put these little screws in. These are stainless steel, so they won't degrade or anything like that. But I couldn't find any information on the internet of where to get these from. But I did find a supplier on the internet in the end, and I'll put a link to where you get these screws from to secure this down. And I also, in the end, I did silicone along the bottom of here just to make sure the water was coming underneath here. Even though this is perfectly level, I did notice there was a little bit of water coming, finds its way underneath, so I silicone both ends, which sort of stops the water coming in underneath. As you can see, these are the sort of screws, and they're on both sort of sides, and these slide along when you install. The glass is very high quality, but it's very, very heavy. So just note, when you get this delivered, it's 250 kilograms, and it was very difficult for this to come off the back of the lorry, and it did sit on my drive for a couple of weeks, and I was worried it was getting damaged. And I think actually someone actually did stand on the glass, my father-in-law, and I was very worried. He stood on the pallet, he didn't even realize what the pallet was for. But as you can see, this glass is very strong and very thick, and it isn't going to break. The one thing I would say, it is very difficult to lift because it's the weight of it, and it just slides in at the top and slides in the bottom. But it'll definitely need 2 people, and you will need the glass sticky holders. So I'll put a link in the description for these to be able to maneuver the glass into the frame. But as I said before, it's very, once it's in, it's very good. As you can see, it slides nicely. Like I said, me and my wife are very happy with this now, how it's turned out. Like I said, we did have a few little snags with it, but PERGOLUX were really good with any issues we sort of had. The other thing to mention, there's not much instruction of how you actually get this heater to connect back to the controller, which sits in the beam at the top here, to get the cables through, because they're designed more for the sort of a standalone PERGOLUX. So what I did, I bought some sticky tabs from Screwfix, and I tapped the cable over, and I fed it through just in the corner by there was enough gap to feed it through. This cable is very long, so what I did then, I tacked it around the side of the house to lose the amount of cable. It's just the actual main supply for the controller and the LEDs, and I took it back then to my outside electric. But like I said, this is quite tricky, and you need to think about how you're going to route this cable, because the actual LCD controller sits in the top beam at the top, and it's a little bit difficult to get that panel in and off. Once it's in, it's fine. I know this beam is obviously connected to the house, it's bolted in. I just need to actually put some extra silicone here, stick like silicone, to make sure this is really strong and it isn't going to go anywhere in the wind.